Good morning, guys. I hope you are well and that you had a lovely afternoon yesterday and that your math test wasn't too difficult. So, okay, I want to know if all of you received it or got the test and did the test. Um, we are going to mark the test together tomorrow during class. Okay, so you're going to mark your own test tomorrow during class. Did each of you get the test? Did all of you get the test? If you haven't gotten the test, please send me a private message. I will send you the link. Um, if you send me your test, I received it, I promise. But keep your test with you tomorrow. Keep your test with you tomorrow. We are going to mark your test together. We are not going to, I'm not going to mark your test and give you a grade on your test. We are going to mark your test together tomorrow. And then we're going to talk a little bit more about your test. Now, first things first, is there any new kid today? Any new kids in class today? Just put up your hand or anything like that, or send me a message on your. Okay, you were new yesterday. If you're new today, please send me a private message and I will send the link to you. Um, like I said, it's not a very no, I don't want to say difficult test, but it's something you would have done. So if you have time today, go and get the test from the website and try and do the test so we can write it together, or we can mark it together tomorrow. This is just so I know how you did and what you know and where we can work, do a little bit extra work on. Because in class, it's easy to know your work, but when you do it, there's sometimes it gets asked in a different way than I do in classroom or stuff like that. So that's the main reason why we're doing this test. And so I can try and work with you. So when you go back to school full time, um, sometime in the future, um, you will be 100% with the caps. Okay, that's the main reason. So if you're new, welcome. I'm going to put the link for the test in the chat here, I think at the end of the class. Um, and then you just click on that link. It's going to take you to the homepage of the STEM Digital School. You can go to grade 6 there, and then you go to English Home Language. Okay, so for all of you who's not new, uh, I gave you homework for today to write a poem regarding your talents. Who did that and who want to read their poems to me or type their poems to me? Come on, guys. Anybody who wants to read the poem to me, the poem they did. It's fine if you thought the poem was about pets, but it was about talents. It's not. Is the grade fours did a poem about pets. Um, so, but if you wrote a poem about pets, I'm not going to penalize you. It's not okay. If you didn't do it, um, my planning for the rest of the week was today we're going to do reading the poems, and do a little bit of synonyms and antonyms. And then tomorrow you're going to do your test. And then on Friday, I wanted to play Kahoot, but it's fine. We're going to do the reading of the poems on Friday. Okay. If you haven't done it for today. So basically, you have this to do it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday afternoon, Thursday afternoon, so we can read the poems on Friday. Okay, is it fine with you? So this week, the rest of the week is going to be about, please write a poem for me about your talents. Okay. And guys, no, we're not going to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to do your test. We're going to mark your test in class tomorrow during the class. Any questions about the test? Anything you don't know? Please put up your hands if you want to ask me a question, or type me the question. The first poem was meant to be about your talent. Okay. No questions about the test. No questions about the poems you didn't write. No Kahoot, because you didn't do your work for today. So we're not going to play Kahoot, except if we're done quickly on Friday with the poems you're going to read to me. Then maybe we can play Kahoot. Then we will just basically play Kahoot about synonyms and antonyms and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm going to go to the next slide. So since you're not going to read poems, okay, for the new guys, this is me. I'm your teacher. My name is Leandri, but people call me Leah. Kahoot is a game we play online. It's a game we play either online or you can get the app on your phone. I create a, thank you, Kia. I'm going to explain to the new kids what's Kahoot. It's either a game you play online or it's a game you play on your phone with an app. So I create a game for you and I give you a pin and you join my Kahoot with that pin. Okay, we're not going to play that today. We're going to do synonyms and antonyms today. Okay, and then hopefully we are going to do, we can play Kahoot on Friday. Okay, so synonyms. I know you've been doing synonyms for the past couple of years, but remember, um, in any language, you don't really get new concepts. Your concepts just gets more difficult. Like your tenses that you use, or synonyms and antonyms, it just gets a little bit everything becomes difficult. Okay, more difficult than previous ones. Okay, so that's basically what's happening in any language. So okay, let's go to synonyms and antonyms. Okay, so synonyms is two words or more than two words that has the same meaning. If you look at synonyms and same, both starts with an S. That's how I like to remember when is it the same. If there's a test and somebody asks me for a synonym, I know it's the same synonym, same. Okay. So here are a few examples of synonyms and words and the similar meanings. It's very important to remember that synonyms aren't the exact same. It's not necessarily the exact same meaning, but it's almost the same. If I give you a word like big, here it has the synonym of vast. But who can give me another synonym for big? Okay, here we have the synonym for big. There's a large and a huge. Okay, and giant or gigantic. Anything else? I think big is one of the words that has the most synonyms in the English language. I'm going to unmute you here at the top.
Ma'am, massive?
Massive. Yes,
Yes.
that is also a synonym for big. Thank you. Okay. I want to read, I have a poem here, so I'm going to read this poem to you. Okay. I have a few talents, only a few. Some I found out now, some I already knew. I'm quite good at piano and singing real high notes. I'm also good at reading stories. Some I even wrote. I'm all right with my academics and drawing real cool things. These are some of my talents, the way I spread my wings. Okay, so that is one of the poems that somebody wrote, and it is very good. It's a very good poem. Yes, that is a beautiful poem about talents. I think this person have a talent for writing stuff. Okay, so okay, so here we have a few examples. So I'm just reading what you're saying in the chat. So okay, so here we have a few synonyms. I'm going to ask you. You see the word in blue. Do any of you have a different word in red for the words in blue? Like old, maybe a different synonym for old, something other than ancient, anything like that. Guys, work with me, please. Okay, let's start at the beginning. Okay, if I give you the word ask. Okay, so a synonym for ask is something like inquire. I'm inquiring about something. Here we have a hand up, luckily. Yay. Okay.
Ma'am, for gatherer, you can also say combine.
Gather. Yes, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Okay. Like if I ask you something, remember it needs to be almost the same, but not really the same. If I ask you a question, I inquire about something. If I tell you to begin, I can also say start this. If I talk about big, I'm going to talk about vast, gigantic, huge. Okay. Center can be something like middle. If I choose you, I'm going to select this and any other words for choose. Any other synonyms for choose? Any other synonyms for choose? Okay, yes, we have a pick, select, pick, decide. Okay, so you have a few words that can be a synonym for choose. Okay, so if I tell you something is difficult, I'm going to unmute you. Hello?
Yes, ma'am. The other word for choose is pick.
Yes, pick can also be one. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
If I choose you, I'm going to pick you. Okay, that is correct. Okay, if I ask you a synonym for difficult. Oh,
Hello.
yes.
Anna, when you're saying choose, forgot now. Sorry, ma'am.
It's okay. Don't worry. Okay. If I go to a word like difficult, I'm going to go the next one.
Ma'am, another word for difficult is impossible.
Yes, it can be difficult or impossible. Okay, thank you. Okay, here is another hand up.
Ma'am,
Yes.
another word for difficult is tough.
Yes, tough. If something is difficult, it can also be a tough, like this test is difficult, but it's also tough.
Ma'am,
Yes.
another word for difficult can be complex.
Yes, it can be complex. That is correct. Thank you. Mm.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, another word for difficult is also hard.
Yes, it's hard. Something that is difficult can be hard also. Okay, I'm going to go to the next one because our time is going to run out, and I want to talk to you a little bit more about the test. Okay, so here we have difficult. Has any one of you heard about the word strenuous or demanding? So if someone is difficult, they can be demanding. So there's a lot of different words that you can put next to a synonym. There's a lot of different words that can be synonyms to each other. I had here, okay, so big and vast, and then you will see here huge, enormous. So if I give you, if you have the option to give me 3 or 4 synonyms for big, you can go to vast, huge. So synonym for huge is enormous. All of them are synonyms to each other. Okay. I'm going to unmute you. Okay. So there can be more than one synonym to a word. That's important to remember. And if we do synonyms in a test or somewhere, I will never just mark something wrong. You will always, the teacher, any teacher will always go and search and make sure that you have that you're completely wrong before marking it wrong. But it's also important to go and look at the context in where the synonym or antonym takes place. Okay. So I'm going to go to the antonyms, which means the opposite of each other. It's words that have the opposite meaning. Love, hate, big, small, quiet, loud. Okay. Antonyms are the opposite to each other. Okay, here we have a few examples like include, exclude, individual, group. Any other, look at those and give me any other examples of antonyms. Anyone have any other examples of antonyms?
That another example is fat and slim.
Yes, that's another example. Thank you. Okay, Tukelo.
Ma'am?
Yes.
No, ma'am, the one before where it said neat, I wanted to also answer clean.
Okay, yes, that's another example that is correct for synonym. Here I have antonym hot, cold, and thick and thin. That is good. Those are
I have an antonym.
okay.
And small.
Yes, big and small. Okay.
Ma'am, I have another antonym.
Okay.
Girl and boy.
Yes, girl and boy. Those are opposites to each other. Tall and short.
Ma'am,
Yes.
dead and living.
Dead and living. Yes. If something isn't living, it's dead. So they are complete opposites to each other.
Another example of antonyms is private and public.
Private and public, yes, that is correct. Those are also two antonyms to each other. Okay.
Ma'am, I also have an antonym which is possible and impossible.
Yes, that is correct. I just want to, okay, I'm going to unmute the rest of you. So
Ma'am,
here we have
another example of antonyms is high and low.
high and low. Yes, that is correct. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
another example is above and below.
Above and below. Yes, that's correct. Thank you. Okay, guys, I want to just make sure that you understand before we get to the worksheet that we're going to do together today. If you need to do a synonym, I want you to remember it's not putting a word in past tense or in continuous tense. Let me just go back to my examples. The reason why I'm doing this, because that is something people normally do, like write. The word write. If you put that, you give me the word wrote for synonym. That is not correct. That's just changing the word write and putting it in past tense. So synonym is important that you don't take the synonym and just put it in past tense or continuous tense or give the irregular verb of a synonym. Okay, remember that. That's just for some information. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do Okay, the first thing we're going to do, you see the words in the middle. The words on the left is the synonyms, the words on the right is the antonyms. So the words in the middle, we're going to give the synonyms and antonyms for. I want you to put the answers for me in your chat, please. Don't write it to me, put it in the chat, please. Okay, so the synonym for guess is what? The synonym for guess is what you're going to, like, for example, like the one argue, the synonym for argue is quarrel. And the antonym for quarrel, for argue is agree. So the synonym for guess is what? And then the synonym for tired, we're going to do the synonyms first. Okay, so the synonym for guess is estimate. We're going to estimate something. What is the synonym for tired? What is the synonym for tired? it's fatigued. If you look for the synonym for tired, the same, it's going to be fatigued. You need to select one of the ones here at the left. Okay. So the synonym for tired is fatigued. Now, the synonym for happy is what? The synonym for happy is what? Elated. The synonym for, guys, remember, if I ask you for a synonym, it's the same. For happy is elated, and we're going to use the words there at the right side. Okay, so it's going to be elated. The synonym for small is what? Is miniature. If I talk about a miniature horse, you know I'm talking about a small horse. And the synonym for cold is frigid. Okay, now, if I ask you for the antonym for guess, what is that? The antonym for guess. The antonym for guess is calculate. Yes. If I'm not going to guess how many people are in my class, I'm going to calculate how many people are in my class. Okay, so the next one. If I'm not tired, I am what? What is this antonym for tired? What is the antonym for tired? It's invigorated. If I tell you, "Oh, I'm so tired, I didn't sleep a wink." And if I tell you I'm invigorated, I have so much energy to go to the shops today. Okay. A different word for happy, antonym for happy is what? Sorrowful, yes. Antonym for small is what? Is enormous, yes. And the antonym for cold is searing. Now, guys, I want to explain to you about something. If you are not sure about something like the one, like, I think tired, skip the word tired and go to happy. Okay, so you're there. Now we're going to skip the word tired. So, okay, so I'm going to go to happy. Okay, happy is sorrowful. Small is enormous. Cold is searing. And then you'll know, okay, so the last one must be tired, must fit with invigorated, if you have something like this. Okay, so the next one is write 3 synonyms for each of the words below. So you're going to write 3 synonyms for each of the words below. Take the word big. The first one I did for you is like gigantic. Give me 2 other examples of synonyms for big, please, in the chat box. Enormous. Large. Huge. Okay. I did large and huge, I think. Let me just see here. Yes, okay, so the next one. Give me 3 synonyms for the word laugh. Give me 3 synonyms for the word laugh. Giggle. Chuckle. And one more. And the last one I have is cackle. Oh, Here we have a snigger. Yes, that is also another word for laugh. So 3 were synonyms for the word bad. Three words for the word bad. Terrible is one, yes. Okay, remember, if this is not terrible, unpleasant, mean. Okay, this is not bad, worse, worst. It's not that. This is words that means the same. Horrible, awful. I have awful, terrible, and horrible here. Okay, this isn't like bad, worse, worst. Okay, it's not that. I'm not going to unmute you now. We're going to continue with this text. If you have a question for me, please ask it in the chat. I will unmute you when we are done with this worksheet, and then I want to talk to you a little bit more about the test and the new guys in class. Okay. Okay, so fill in the blanks with antonyms to complete the story. Okay, so you will see, I did the first one for you again. In backwards world, everything is, you will see underneath that line, it's the same. Okay, so the opposite of same is opposite. Okay, as it is here on earth, the what comes up every morning, the antonym of sun. Yes, the moon comes up every morning and the sun comes up every night. People feel what? Excited. What's the antonym for excited? Remember, it's the antonym, so it's different. It's not the same. Okay, so people feel excited. The antonym for excited. Sad. Okay, about holidays, and everybody hates ice cream. In backwards world, people are friendly, rude. Here I have rude. I put in grumpy. Okay, with their neighbors, and everybody says goodbye when they see friends in town. Families have dinner. What is the opposite of dinner? Breakfast together, and then spend the evening. Okay, so if you're struggling, just stop there before you continue. If you are having difficulties to identify a word like dinner, the antonym for dinner, if you're thinking, but why can't it be lunch? The opposite to dinner is because they are talking about the evening. If you're going to do the opposite, it's going to be breakfast. Okay. Together and spend the evening crying as they watch their favorite TV show. When it's time for bed, all the children in backwards will open their eyes and dream about how. What's the antonym for similar? What is the antonym? Yes, different things must be on planet Earth. Okay. Are all of you fine with synonyms and antonyms? Any questions about synonyms and antonyms? I'm just going to do this one time because I think this is done a lot. You've done this a lot. I'm just I just want to scan it. It's something you need to do for this week for your curriculum. So that's why I scanned it quickly. Every one of you fine with this? Okay, now, for the new kids in class, just put up your hands if you are new. If you've been here from yesterday, if you are new, just put up your hands. Okay. Now, guys, this is my email address. Do you see that? lehandriq@gmail.com. If you have any questions for me, or if you are struggling to get the test, send me an email and I will send the link to you. I'm going to put it in the chat box also. But if you are struggling to get the test, send me an email. Write down this email address. Okay. And I will send you an email back with the link. Please try and do the test. It's not difficult. The things we did in the test was you did a normal comprehension test like you always do. And then you did, there was a few like prefixes and suffixes and stuff like that. But it's stuff you know. Even if you can't do the language part, but I believe everyone will be able to do that. Even if you can't do the language part, please try to do the comprehension test so you have something to mark tomorrow in class. Okay, so I'm not done yet. I'm going to give you a few, I'm not done yet. I'm going to give you a few instructions for tomorrow and for this afternoon. So guys, I'm going to give you the link now. I'm going to type the link here. If I'm not talking, don't leave me. I'm not done yet. I'm just typing here for everybody that doesn't have the link. Okay, there is the link where you can find your test. Okay, first things first, tomorrow when you come to class, please bring your test with you to me so we can write it together. So bring your test with you. You're going to mark your test together. Have given me your test. If you send it to me via email, okay, I have it with me. I am going through them, but this is just for me. Okay. So please, I go and find the test, but bring it back tomorrow with you. And then for Friday, please write your poems. Okay. Please write your poems. I'm going to unmute you if there's any questions.
No, ma'am, no questions.
Okay, it's fine. Okay, any other questions regarding your test, regarding the poem you need to write me? Okay, yeah, we have a hand.
Thank you, Ma'am. I have a question. How are we supposed to bring the test?
Did you write the test?
Yes, I did, Ma'am, and I sent it to you.
Yes, I understand that, but did you print the test or did you type it in?
I typed it.
Can you print that test that you typed? Are you able to print that test?
Can I print the test? I can't. We don't have a printer.
Okay, that's fine. If you can't print the test, it's fine. I will mark your test this afternoon. I haven't marked everybody's test, but I will, let me just write down your name. Okay, so first things first, who haven't got a printer to print the test or to write down the answers on it, that's another thing you can do. go back to your test, write down the answers of the test on a piece of paper, a normal piece of paper with lines or without lines. Write number 1 and the answer to that question, the answer to that question, number 3, the answer to that question. Okay, then you have it with you. You can go and get the test from the link I send you, and you can do it this afternoon. We're going to mark it tomorrow. Okay. So guys, do you understand? If you've typed the test, it's fine. If you can't print the test, but go back to your test that you sent me, or back to the test you typed, and take a normal piece of paper, write down number 1, write the answer there. Number 2, write the answer there. Number 3, type the answer there, or write the answer down, so you have it with you. It's like doing revision on a test. Okay, are all of you with me? Any questions regarding the test? Any other questions regarding the test? Any questions regarding the poems? Because from the 15 participants in this class today, I only received 1. Any questions regarding the poem? The poem needs to be about a talent you have or talents you have. Any questions regarding the poems that you need to write me? Okay. So guys, good luck with your test. If you haven't done the English test, please go and do the English test. Go and do the rest of the tests. Good luck with your test today, and I hope you have a lovely afternoon. I will see you again tomorrow, and please remember to bring your test with you. Okay, we're going to mark the test in the class together. Okay, or you'll just bring your answers with you, and we're going to write the answers. We're going to mark the answers together. Okay, bye guys. I hope you have a lovely afternoon.